Hello guys, in our last class we talked about how to find the roots of a cubic equation and how to plot the graph of a cubic equation. If you haven't watched that, please check our videos on how to look for the roots of cubic equation and how to plot the graph of a cubic equation. You know that cubic equation has three roots, which may be real or complex, that depends. Now the general form of the cubic equation which we know of is ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d equal to 0. This is the general form of the cubic equation. We know that we can look for the sum and product of roots of a quadratic equation. We can also find the sum and product of roots of a cubic equation. Now let's say alpha, beta, and gamma are the three roots of a cubic equation. Don't forget, a cubic equation has three roots. So if alpha, beta, and gamma, they are the three roots of a cubic equation, then it's possible for us to have a into bracket x minus alpha, x minus beta, x minus gamma equal to 0. If that should be the case, then the general form of cubic equation ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d should be equivalent to a into bracket x minus alpha, x minus beta, x minus gamma. So we need to expand what we have at the right hand side of the equation. How do we expand that? For simplicity, taking 2 as the prime, a into bracket x minus alpha, x minus beta is the same thing as a into bracket x times x squared, x times beta minus beta x, alpha times x minus alpha x, minus times minus plus alpha beta. Now let's use that to multiply the last factor here. A into bracket x minus gamma multiplying x squared minus beta x minus alpha x plus alpha beta. So we have a into bracket x times x squared, x cubed minus beta x squared minus alpha x squared plus alpha beta x. Then use this to multiply the entry. Minus gamma x squared minus times minus is what? Plus gamma beta x minus times minus is what? Plus gamma alpha x minus times plus is what? Minus alpha beta gamma. So that implies that the general form of the cubic equation ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d is equivalent to a into bracket x cubed minus beta x squared minus alpha x squared plus alpha beta x minus gamma x squared plus gamma beta x plus gamma alpha x minus alpha beta gamma. So the equations are identical. Then we can compare the coefficients. So how do we compare the coefficients? The coefficient of x cubed here is what? A. The coefficient of x cubed here is what? A. Because this factor A is multiplying the entries in the bracket. So the coefficient of x squared is what? B is equal to the coefficient of x squared here, we have A. That's minus beta minus alpha minus gamma. So let's have minus, then have beta plus alpha plus gamma. Then the coefficient of x here is what? C. And the coefficient of x here, the A is multiplying the entries. For x, we have alpha beta, that's positive, alpha beta, and alpha beta plus gamma beta plus gamma alpha. Yeah, yes. So, and the constant term here is what? Is D. While the constant term here is what? We have A into bracket minus alpha beta gamma. So from here, we can conclude that alpha plus beta plus gamma, or beta plus alpha plus gamma. You can say alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b over a. And from here, we can conclude that alpha beta plus gamma beta plus gamma alpha is equal to c over a. And here, we can conclude that alpha beta gamma is what? Minus d over a. So this is the sum of the three roots, taking one root at a time. We can take that as the summation. Let me use a red pen there. You can say the summation of alpha. That is the sum of the three roots, taking one root at a time. That's minus b over a. And the summation of the roots, taking two roots at a time, alpha beta plus alpha gamma plus beta gamma, taking two roots at a time. That's summation of alpha beta, which is c over a. And the last one now is alpha beta gamma. That's the product of the three roots, which is alpha beta gamma as what? Minus d over a. So don't forget, this is how to find the sum and the product of the root of a cubic equation. And let's take an example. How do we apply this? Let's say we are given a cubic equation and we have to find summation of alpha, summation of alpha beta, and summation of what? The product of what? The three roots. So how do we get the value? A, B, C, D. Okay? Okay, let's consider this cubic equation. Let's consider x cubed minus 12x squared plus 8x plus 7 equal to 0. Find summation of alpha beta, and the product of the three roots. If alpha beta gamma, they are the roots of this cubic equation. Find summation of alpha beta, summation of what? And the product of what? Alpha beta gamma. So how do we find the A, B, C, D term there? So equating the given cubic equation to the general form of a cubic equation: ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. So how do we get the value of a, b, c, d? So the value of a, b, c, d here, the coefficient of x cubed is 1, while the coefficient of x cubed is a, so a is 1. The coefficient of x squared is b, that of x squared is what? Minus 12. Coefficient of x is c, while the coefficient of x is 8. The constant term is d, and the constant term is what? 7. Then you can see summation of alpha is minus b over a, which is minus already. Then b is what? Minus already. B is what? Minus 12. A is what? 1, which is 12. Summation of alpha beta, that's c over a. C is what? 8. A is 1, that's 8. And the product of the three roots, alpha beta gamma, which is what? Minus d over a, which is minus 7 over 1, which is what? Minus 7. Now, these are to find the sum of the roots, taking one at a time, the sum of roots, taking two at a time, and the product of what? Of the roots of a cubic equation, provided that alpha, beta, and gamma, they are the three roots. And let's say we are given a cubic equation, and we are told to construct a cubic equation from the given root. How do we do that? Okay. Let's take an example under that. That will take us to cubic equation with related roots, or cubic equation with given roots. That's cubic equation with related roots. So cubic equation with related roots. Now, let's say alpha, beta, and gamma. If alpha, beta, and gamma are the roots of the cubic equation, okay, let's take this cubic equation: x cubed minus 3x squared plus 4 equal to 0. X cubed minus 3x squared plus 4 equal to 0. Let's take this cubic equation. We notice that here we don't have the term of what? X, which is 0x plus 4 equal to 0. Now, if alpha and beta are the roots of this cubic equation, construct the cubic equation whose roots are 1. Let's say 2 alpha, 2 beta, 2 gamma. 2. Let's say 1 over alpha, 1 over beta, and 1 over gamma. How do we construct cubic equation from this? Here, equating the coefficients with the general form of cubic equation, we have x cubed minus 3x squared plus 0x plus 4 is the same thing as ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. A is 1, b is minus 3, c is 0, d is what? Is 4. So if that should be the case, let's find the summation of alpha. But mind you, we are given 2 alpha, 2 beta, 2 gamma, not ordinary alpha. So that would be, instead of summation of alpha, we have summation of 2 alpha. Find the sum, taking one root at a time. We are given 2 alpha, not alpha. So summation of 2 alpha, which is the same thing as 2 multiplied by summation of alpha, which is 2 multiplied by summation of alpha is what? Minus b over a. That's minus b, that's minus 3 over a is 1. So the answer is what? 6. Followed by this summation of taking 2 roots at a time. 2 roots. Instead of alpha, beta now, we have 2 alpha, 2 beta, 2 gamma. So that's 2 alpha, 2 beta. So that's 4 summation alpha, beta, which is 4 into brackets. What is the summation of alpha, beta? That's c over a, which is 4 into brackets. C is what? 0 over 1, that's 0. And the product of the 3 roots now, 2 alpha, 2 beta, 2 gamma. That's 8 alpha, beta, gamma. That's 8 into brackets minus d over a. That's 8 into brackets. Our d is what? 4. Minus 4 over 1. D is what? 4. But we have minus 4 multiplying 4. That's minus 32. But having been, we're giving just alpha, beta, gamma. Our summation will be what? Summation of alpha. Summation of alpha, beta. Then product alpha, beta, gamma. But we have 2 as the factor. 2 alpha, 2 beta, 2 gamma. So how do we construct the cubic equation? Construction of cubic equation. Remember from construction of quadratic equation, that will be x squared minus sum of roots x plus product equal to 0. But here we have x cubed minus sum of roots, taking one at a time, 6x squared, plus sum of roots, taking 2 at a time, 0x, minus product of roots, minus 32, equal to what? 0. That's x cubed minus 6x squared plus 32 equal to 0. Is the cubic equation of this giving root 2 alpha 2 beta.